the beginning of the build-out.
It's a pleasure. Thank you, sir.
So what's up, everybody? This is your boy Notes 215, and today I am in Wildwood, New Jersey, not in Philadelphia, man. My man right here dragged me out the city. And I'm at the store called Cap Swag, and I'm here with my brother Muhammad. How are you, sir?
Thank you for having me, brother.
No, thank you for having me. Thank you for having me.
Down.
Quick story, man. Like I was just, I love Wildwood because Wildwood is like it's like a hood vacation spot, kind of like Long Island type of thing. Everybody comes down here. Everybody has to come down here in the summertime at least 3 or 4 times. And I came to the store, like I was just walking down. I'm like, damn, man, I like the store. I like what I see. And first time I just seen them, we just started talking and long relationship. I know this brother, man, for a couple years, and one thing led to another, and now we're here. So we're here at the store, Cap Swag. Tell me how Cap Swag actually came about. Like, give me like the thought process on how everything actually started.
So you want the nitty gritty?
Yeah. I want the beginning part of it.
I got you. Cap Swag started about 6 years ago.
Okay.
I opened the store right around the time that my oldest daughter was getting ready to be born.
Nice.
So I kind of was going through a transition in my life. I just got married. Mm-hmm. It was like a year that everything was like booming, everything was just clicking.
It's a rush.
And for me, financial stability for my family was really important.
Okay.
So I've had the idea to open up these hat stores for 5 years before that, 4 years before that. But there was, of course, some obstacles to getting involved with some of these brands.
So your family was the driving force into opening up Cap Swag.
Bro, my family's the driving force for everything that I do.
Okay, amazing.
Everything that I do.
Amazing. Okay.
That when you want to work that extra hour, you have to find it deep in yourself to find the passion for what you do. But one of my passions is my family.
Okay, I like that.
So I'm able to get to where I want to get because I know that they're counting on me.
Okay.
So even before she was born, that was in my plan. So while my wife was pregnant, ready to give birth to her, I decided, I had to pull the trigger. I had to make a move, whether I wanted it or not.
Okay.
So we opened the first store. It was kind of like, let's just do it.
Okay.
And the opportunity presented itself, and we kind of ran with the ball. I made some contacts. I hit a lot of roadblocks.
Okay.
And then, things just started to click. My wife was involved. I mean, I got pictures of my wife like entering all the data for all the hats like in the POS system.
Cool.
And I had my brother-in-law, like he came on board, and then just step by step, we were able to build upon it. The best advice I can give anybody by starting out in anything that you do is if you don't have any patience, you need to learn something.
Okay.
You need to have that it's an asset. There's nothing like patience. You have to work hard, you have to put in the grind, you have to put in the hours, you have to have a great idea, but you also have to be patient. You have to understand that building a business takes time. You're gonna get punched in the face. You gotta learn how to bob and weave and move your way out of the situation. You gotta learn how to lose. You gotta learn how to get knocked down. You gotta learn how to get up and get knocked down again and get up again.
I like that. You sound like Haddon right now. You're just giving me so much inspiration right now. I like that.
It's just the truth. I've been knocked down.
Yeah.
So I can say that from the heart. I've been knocked down numerous times in my life. You're not gonna, everything you do is not gonna be a W. You have to take L's. That's called life.
Yeah.
So I think the biggest part of being a business owner is understanding that and understanding that's part of the game. Like you're not gonna open up a business and think I'm gonna win everything I do. I take a lot of L's. I lose a lot. That is the dynamic of business. Being able to win means being able to lose. If you cannot take an L, this is not the game for you. Find another game.
So you need to learn how to lose before you actually win.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
I like that.
Yeah.
So now let me ask you this. Starting out, everybody always thinks that you have to have a substantial amount of money in your bank already. And just like in conversation, like with you, I remember you told me like, listen, I started this company, I just had $2 grand.
$2,562.
Wow.
It wasn't $2 grand, it was $2,562.
Okay, 2,000.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
That number.
Okay.
And that's an honest number.
Okay.
And the reason why I say that, that was everything that I had. And I didn't start all of this with 2,560. I gotta clarify that shit. They're gonna look at this and be like,
but whoa, like, listen, man, we could save.
This dude is straight lying. You know, he's lying on the camera right now.
But I want people to understand as far as money-wise, because this is for educational purpose too. Because people always think like, okay, money. What does it, what does it take for me to put in, right, financially? So let's talk about that little aspect of the business.
Okay, so financially, I think that if we're gonna talk about financially what it takes to start a business, I think you need to talk about something that's more important than finances. Finances is second. Heart is number one. How much heart did you put in? I think that's the question. And with that question, I will tell you this: you could start with a humble amount of money, with a small amount of money. But if you have the heart to outwork them, if you can't just outsmart people, you can't just outsmart your competitors. When I mean people, I mean competitors. You have to outwork them. And when you outwork them, you can compensate for a small amount of money. You have to be able to work. You have to have a good relationship. Yeah, I believe that if you had to put the hierarchy of what's required to win, your heart is number one.
Okay.
Your heart. When everybody else is too tired to work that 15 hour, I'm already looking like I'm working 18.
Okay.
I'm willing to work 24. You understand what I'm saying? When everybody's willing, when everybody's like, yo, but I'm missing out on the weekends. When I was 19, 20, when I first started, I was 19 and 20. When people were out drinking on the weekends, I was working.
Okay.
Okay. When it was summertime and everybody was having a great time, I was working. When, my girl at the time, which is my wife now, called me and said, listen, I don't know if I can handle anymore. I said, I'm working. You understand what I'm saying? I made sacrifices, and everybody has to.
Yeah.
But I think that's more important than the money.
Okay.
The money is like, it's a part of it. Yeah, I understand that. You can't buy goods without money. But if you have relationships and heart, you can compensate for that money with those things.
Okay.
But if you don't have those things, you can't win with the money or without it.
Okay. Yeah, that's true. You have a new company.
Yes.
And one thing that I like about this is that besides me being a lover of shoes, I'm a lover of apparel.
Yeah.
And one thing about starting apparel is that there's not too many companies that give people chances to be able to develop their ideas.
Yeah.
I understand that every idea is not a great idea, but there's not somebody to actually sit down and listen to your idea to say it's a bad idea or it's a good idea.
Yeah.
So you actually have a brand and a company that's going to help people develop and bring these ideas to life. Tell us a little bit about this.
So Capswag started off as headwear retailers, right?
Okay.
Since then we do a little bit more apparel,
Okay.
right? And then we have another division of the company which you're talking about that does custom apparel and merchandise.
Okay.
Not just apparel or hats. We do custom apparel and merch. I can make you dog tags. You know what I mean? Like we make phone cases. We make we have sublimation equipment that enables us to do different prints on different goods and products.
Okay.
So that side of the business kind of grew from this side of the business and understanding branding, and it also grew from those same beginnings of understanding that people there's an entrepreneurial spirit, and some people have that, and they need a way. They need a way. So being able to produce goods and products for people to help them come up and win. That's an honor, man.
Okay.
That's my honor to do that.
Yeah,
you understand what I'm saying? That's like me looking at that one kid that's coming up in Brooklyn that has no chance. You understand? Or wants a legal hustle, or wants something that's real for him and his family, and has ideas but can't do it.
Yeah.
I feel like Capswag, the Be Your Brand aspect of our business, that's what we're calling it by. The program's called Be Your Brand. Be Your Brand. I think that enables people to really be entrepreneurial at a little to no cost in some cases.
Okay. So we have this brand called Be Your Brand.
Right.
If you're the average Joe that just has this idea, who sits down every day and they're dreaming about this and they want to do this apparel or they want to get into the accessory, what's the steps? What do they got to do? What do they got to do to be a part of Be Your Brand? I want to be a part of Be Your Brand, but what do they have to do to be a part of Be Your Brand?
First and foremost, we want you to be a part of Be Your Brand. All right? We would love to have you a part of Be Your Brand. There's two ways of doing it, right?
Okay.
So the way we give people options.
Okay.
We're not gonna tell you need to do this or do that. You're a brand, and you're doing this because you want the ability to be financially in charge of the way you do your things, the way you move, right? So Be Your Brand sits in two different ways. First, you come to me and you say, hey, Muhammad, I got these hats I want to make up. I have this logo. I have these shirts I want to make up. I have this logo. First and foremost, I want to tell you the technologies that we do.
Okay.
We do embroidery.
Please, because everything has to do with. You see, with me, I love everything has to be quality.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I want people to understand exactly what it is that they're going to get when everything is being done. So just talk about the process, how everything is,
Okay.
So how everything gets done.
So with regard to quality, we deal with some of the biggest brands in the country.
Okay.
So we understand the factor of quality in what we do.
Okay.
We don't want to do anything unless it's quality.
Okay.
It doesn't benefit me as a producer for your Be Your Brand, your line, and it doesn't benefit you. Your sell-through is not going to be there.
Right.
So there's no sense in burning your bridge.
Right,
That doesn't
okay.
make any sense for us financially. If we can't be good at it, we don't want to do it.
Okay.
You understand? So when it comes to the technologies that we enter into, one of the technologies is embroidery.
Okay.
So this is an example of embroidery,
Okay.
right? So we're doing embroidery with the same Japanese machines
And okay,
that
I
are
get that.
used to produce
I get
these
that.
hats.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
So this is an example of what we do as far as embroidery.
Okay.
These are not your grandma's embroidery machines. These are commercial Tajima embroidery machines.
Okay.
That's one aspect of it.
Okay.
The other aspect or the other technology that we use is direct to garment.
Okay.
So we've recently got into this. This is really cool. What we do is we're able to print on a shirt like you print on a piece of paper at home.
Okay.
So it directly shoots ink into a shirt, and then we just dry it up.
Okay.
And that's it.
And now the thing that I want people to understand with direct to garment is that it's direct to garment. It's not like you're going to
This is
like
not vinyl.
like your corner store and be like, hey, I want you to write like my name on it,
Nah.
right? And then it has like that shiny like type of. This is direct. This is like what you'll buy at Supreme, at Huff,
Yeah.
at this is direct to garment. So whatever it is that you have in mind, best believe that it's going to be put onto the best quality possible.
Absolutely. Well, and that's what we wanted.
Okay.
If we, like I said, we didn't want to get involved in custom apparel,
Uh-huh.
customizing shirts unless it was good quality.
Okay.
When you get a direct to garment shirt, it shoots the ink into the shirt and bonds with the fibers.
Okay.
It's not like you're superimposing it onto
Okay.
a product. This actually shoots into the fibers and bonds with it.
Okay.
And what we do is we don't transfer it on. We just heat it up to dry it up.
Okay.
Because it's bonded on there.
Okay.
The last technology that we deal with, which is really cool, is sublimation. That is the process of printing out an image and then heating it up to about 400 degrees, and it turns into a gas, and then we transfer it onto a product.
Okay.
So that's
cool.
pretty interesting too.
Cool. So how do they get on? Is there a website that they could get on? Like,
Yeah.
how do they get to you?
Capswag.com.
Okay.
Capswag.com. CAPSWAG. You get to me on capswag.com. There's going to be a section there where you can fill out a questionnaire
Okay.
about what it is that you're looking to do, and one of our representatives, of course, will get to you. But I think that more importantly, that's one aspect of it. That's all the services that we do. The last thing that we really did was we came up with this Be Your Brand thing, which is really, I think this is a game changer for us as a business. This enables us to list your products on our site, right? Produce the products on demand for the consumer, right? And pay you a check. So instead of you coming to me and saying, hey, Mohammed, I need all these products, I got thousands of dollars to put out, you actually tell me like, these are the ideas I have. Of course, it goes through an extensive check with us. And we say, okay, these look like products that we really want to, we want to deal with notes.
Okay.
We want to deal with KillaKicks,
Okay.
the KillaKicks brand. So we put you on the site and we sell your product for you and issue you a check every month.
I like getting paid. I don't know if anybody likes to get paid, but I like to get paid for things that I love to do. And this is something that is so great. I definitely want everybody to please go to the website. If you have ideas, it's never, you're gonna have 1,000 bad ideas before you have one good idea.
The idea behind this is we're looking for the next Jeff Staple.
Okay.
We're looking for, the next Nick Diamond.
I like that.
We're looking for leaders of industry that are going through the school system in Philadelphia, in New York, in Detroit, and wherever the case may be, and they see little to no opportunity, but they have real creative ability. Whether you're a musician, you're an artist, you are, you're trying to start a label, you have a sneaker review company, whatever the case may be, you need to monetize. And I think that the Be Your Brand helps you get there in a different way.
So I like that. So Be Your Brand. Remember that if you are in the looks of starting your own apparel, definitely check out Be Your Brand, and you go to the Capswag website for that.
Yeah, it's capswag.com.
Okay, capswag.com.
I just want to say one more thing to your viewers. The Be Your Brand aspect of the business really takes some time to give you control over doing what it is that you want to do. And it enables you to succeed, to win with little to no investment. I think that's the magic. And I really want people to go on there and submit their ideas. I read the ideas myself. I go through the questionnaire, and I'm amazed by how many people take the time to fill out that questionnaire and tell me about their brand, tell me about their hustle, tell me about their music, tell me what it is that they think they can contribute. I mean, that shit motivates me. Real talk.
That motivates me. That definitely motivates
really
me. So the fact that you could do that is amazing. Now, people always have the question, quantity. Do I have to make a lot of shirts, or can it be a small amount of shirts?
Great question. First of all, we messed up. Do not put that behind. You gotta rub this before we begin this.
Okay.
All right?
You went to the school, right?
This is my alma mater. I rep my team. You understand? Forever. I don't care what position they're in. That don't matter to me. That's called loyalty.
You need to make more of these.
Rep the team.
You need to make more of these.
So your questions regarding quantity, right? I think that most of the time when you're dealing with manufacturers, what you're doing is you're dealing with people that want to deal in quantity because their business is set up in that way.
Okay.
So what we did is we reversed engineer that thinking. So in our business, we produce on demand, on low quantities. So instead of you going to us as a screen printer, we're not a screen printer, right? So screen printing would, they're not gonna screen print one design, for anything under 72 pieces. It just doesn't make sense. They have to burn the screen and things that don't really matter to us in this circumstance. But for somebody like you who's starting a brand, you don't want to take that kind of risk. You don't want to put out 72 pieces. You don't know what it's gonna do.
Right.
What if it's a flop?
Yeah, they might.
How many
notes, man? You need to start all over, man. That joint whack.
Listen, and that goes back to the conversation we have. Be prepared to lose, right? If you're not comfortable with taking an L, do something else. Play sports. Do something else.
Okay.
This ain't for you.
Okay.
So if you flop on your first one,
okay,
it's your second one.
Okay.
You flop on your second one, it's your third one.
Okay.
If you flop on your third one, it's your 72nd one. You understand what I'm saying? So be prepared to lose, but I think the way that when I say that to you, be prepared to lose, but control the risk. Okay? Don't put yourself in a position where you're taking big risks where you cannot swallow the L.
Okay.
Take a loss that makes sense for you as a brand, for you as a buyer, right? So with us, you could do one and take the loss, right?
Okay.
You could do one run of a shirt in a one design, in one size, and we're cool with it.
So you could just do one of something and just get people's reaction on it.
I prefer you did one.
Okay.
You see, look, as a business owner, it doesn't make financial sense for me to say do one, right?
Right.
But as a brand developer, as a relationship builder, it makes all the sense in the world to do one piece because it reduces your risk as a brand developer. It reduces your risk as an up-and-coming brand. I don't want to have you holding 72 pieces that you can't sell. What's the point of that? Yeah. You got burned.
Yeah.
There's no point.
Plus, I mean, like, you're realistic, and we all know how this goes.
Yes.
You got that guy that lives around the corner. Yo, man, I got my shirt. I got my shirt. The shirt don't sell. They got 5 boxes of all these shirts, right?
Yeah.
Now your auntie wearing the shirts, your uncle, your little brother.
Everybody's got Christmas
It's
gifts.
a rag,
Yeah.
to clean the table.
Yeah.
Now all of a sudden, your brand becomes a rag, a cleaning rag.
Yes.
And
that's not what you intended.
right, because you already spent the money.
Yeah.
The company already has their money.
Yeah.
Has your money.
Yeah.
So you lost out.
You lost out.
Now you have to re-up.
Yes.
So I mean, that's I like that. I like that you're giving the opportunity, but at the same time you're being realistic.
I'm limited.
Try it out
risk.
in small numbers first to see if people actually like it. And if they don't like it, make another bad idea, right?
Control your risk. That's called the name of the game. Don't go into this thinking that I'm gonna sell 1,000 pieces without knowing what your sell-through is gonna be.
Okay.
Control your risk. So with a company like us, because of the equipment that we have and the technology that we have, we can work with you on run of one.
Okay.
One of one. We don't need one of 100. I prefer you did one of one. Okay. Why? Because I want to make sure you're okay.
Okay.
I'm in it for the long haul. I'm not wham bam thank you ma'am. You understand? There's not a one night stand with me. We get married. You know what I'm saying? So
I do.
Long term. You understand? That's my point.
Yeah.
I think like a year down the line, 2 years down the line, where this guy's gonna be. I'm not thinking about it in terms of we get one sale and this guy's holding a lot of stock.
Right.
So I think you understand that point.
Yeah,
now,
I definitely understand that.
So That's my one run.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Is this?
That's you.
This is me.
This is you. This is KillaKicks.
That's a KillaKicks.
Yeah, we're talking about branding.
Listen,
I want to make sure we're
it's-
ready for branding.
I know my hair crazy right now, you know, but wow, this is. Man, look at that.
Yeah. Distressed. You know what I'm saying? Quality embroidery, quality hat.
Yo, I feel wavy. Like I feel fresh. Like this is crazy. This is, you know, this is my logo on a hat.
Yeah.
And this is exactly what we're talking about. This is, you know, having an idea for a brand and putting it on something, you know.
Immediately.
Because sometimes you just wonder, like, man, I wonder what this would look on a hat.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
For years, I've always wondered what would the KillaKicks name look like on a dad hat.
Yeah.
Right? You're looking at it.
The embroidery, the distressed look. I think that if you're gonna do something, you want to do it on the right platform. Obviously, these are hot right now. The silhouette of hat is hot right now.
And the stitching is dope.
Yeah.
It's not no.
No, this is quality embroidery.
Yeah, I mean, I like this.
Now we can take this in different ways. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like in the future, if this is what's great about it. As your sell-through gets better, our sell-through will get better. Instead of you limiting yourself to one color, if we know that this KillaKicks hat and design sells, once we have it on our site and listed and marketed, we can sell it in every blank that we have and make it to order for the customer. Like that. I got more goodies in the bag.
Okay, what is that?
All
What
right?
is that?
Okay.
Is this gonna fit my phone?
I wouldn't make it unless it did.
All right, so I got an iPhone 5C.
Yeah.
And I like this. All right, I'm all about, all right.
Custom-made KillaKicks phone case.
It feels good. It doesn't feel fugazi.
Nah, we try not to be fugazi, bro.
Wow, look at that. My phone just got, look at that. KillaKicks.
I think that is the best part of doing this, being able to help people really build their brand and represent their brand.
This is big, man. I've always had this on my mind. I just never had anybody to give me the opportunity to put it on mine to the actual product. So again, you know, I always preach about things that have the potential of being great, and this is one of them, man. Be your own brand. Be your own brand.
Rep yourself.
Rep yourself. I mean,
right.
I strive so much on the buying the Supreme stuff and all that other stuff. But you know what though? We all have to be business owners, you know. So we all have to. Yeah, it's great, you know, to represent other people's brands because you could actually get influence, you know, from the type of stuff that they have. But be your own boss, man. Have your own things, you know, because people might mess with your stuff just as much as they mess with the next door person stuff.
You could be the next Louis Vuitton, honestly.
Yeah.
This is America. This is the platform to do it in.
Yeah.
I want to give you an idea of what kind of quality the direct-to-garment. We talk about direct-to-garment. Those are words. The people don't know what those words are unless they see it in practice. This is an example of what direct-to-garment is. So I want you to feel the quality of the product. I want you to feel the quality of the actual imprint.
I like this.
And see what the difference. This is not like a 50-50. There's 100% cotton.
This is definitely a good shirt. I definitely like the material of the cotton. It strikes me as one of those shirts that when you wash it, it's not going to shrink. I'm a big fan of just like having a relaxed collar, so this collar is definitely relaxed. So it's not going to, you're not going to throw it in the washer and it's like, you get kind of like what I call like the Pope.
Sure. Sure.
You know, so it's not like your
the Pope collar.
Yeah. So it's not your bodega type of t-shirt.
Sure.
This is definitely high quality t-shirt.
Sure.
It's it's direct to garment, so this is not gonna crack. I'm be honest. I have Supreme shirts that if I wash 1,000 times, it's gonna crack.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's in the shirt, so I just want you to look at this, and this is just a sample. Obviously, the Pablo thing is so hot right now, but this could be
anything you want.
Your thing. This could be diamond. This could be Beanie Siegel Street T-shirts.
Yeah.
You know.
so I think it's important to say with the type of technology that we have, we do lettering, which is simple enough to do. But the direct-to-garment machine that we have enables us to print high-quality images. I can do your whole silhouette, you as a photo, on a shirt in one piece. You understand what I'm saying? So that's the complexity, just to give you an idea of what the complexity of what we can do. That's, a screen printer can never do that. Even if they did 1,000 pieces, a screen printer would not. They just don't have the capability. That's the level of intricacy that we can go on. So this is a very simple design.
Yeah.
But like I said, we can do a full image of a person in color on any shirt.
And this is no joke. I mean, please, people, please. I even hate to sound like I'm selling you something, but please take this opportunity, because when I was young, I didn't have anything like this, you know. And we have a youth, man, that is just so intelligent, and they want to do things. You know, they want to do things, but
I didn't have anything like this.
you know, you got to put the bread into it. You got to put the thought into it. You know, you have to have somebody that's going to be willing to give you the opportunity.
Absolutely.
This is the opportunity. Like, this wasn't planned. You know what I'm saying? Like, anybody who follows me on my Instagram, like, they see, like, I'll post this, but this wasn't, I didn't tell this brother, hey, you know, make me this and make me, like, you know, this is just to show you how this company, be your own brand, is going to work. So, yeah, man, so take a look at this. Take a look at this, you know, and take a look at this company, Cap Swag, man. This is just, it's going to be big, man.
It's in nature. It's subtle. It's so careful, it's so calculated. Most of us don't even take notice. You can even find it in man-made designs. It's so inspiring, man. We just keep reinventing, inventing, and reinventing, and refining. It's a cycle of beauty. It's man's inherent strive for better. We don't really know what's coming next.